Dude, that was a sick jump. Look how far I went. I'm doing that again. That was so cool. Using the shield surf gives you so much extra distance. I saw it in a speed run and I didn't quite believe that it would give you that much, but proof positive, this is a running jump. Look at that. That's crazy. I've begun most of these episodes with killing guardians, and while this one is no different, I'm not wasting time on this guy. Goodbye. Hey guys and gals, I'm Pal, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we continued our exploration. I think we got the Hylian shield last time, and I know that we got the final shrine last time. We now have 120 shrines to our name. This time, you can probably hear my voice is terrible. My voice is so bad that listening to it now, I can barely even tell that it's me speaking. Well, that's for a couple of reasons, and the reason why I'm recording first and foremost right now instead of waiting is I need to get a small buffer, not only because episodes are about to come out, and I don't have any stocked up, I completely missed that ledge, but also because in a few days I'm going to be getting my wisdom teeth pulled, and I desperately need some amount of content to cover the at least week's hiatus that I will have from recording. Hopefully the channel won't go on a similar hiatus, but some things cannot be helped. Now, I have been given some tips. You guys have been extremely supportive in the comments section about the final memory. Apparently, we were right on top of it. We need to go to the actual opposite end of Hyrule Castle, where it will be above Zelda's room. So we were apparently right below it just a few episodes ago. So that's going to be the main objective, is getting that final memory, making sure I'm facing the right direction so I just don't fly off into the moat. I might even cut through the castle. Oh, wait. Oh, the enemies are back. Oh, I was told by people, not commenters, mind you, I was told by people that in their experience they had never seen the enemies come back, but that is apparently, I mean, they may not have seen it, but apparently they do come back. As for me, I'm going to use my status boosted ancient bow, and I'm gonna miss that guy and just run through the door. So now you're probably wondering, why does my voice sound like I've been smoking for most of my life? Well, I got a cold recently. You get down. I got a cold recently, and it wasn't helped by the fact that yesterday, as of this recording, I went to help out at my college, or my former college's game night. They hold it once per quarter, and they held a bunch of tournaments, and I in particular am usually in charge of Smash Bros. And I run and, well, I help run the room, and I participate in the tournament. So that means I'm yelling a lot of the time at people, trying to be heard, whether it's to explain the rules or what have you. It requires me to yell a lot. So I was yelling, and my voice was already shot because I had a cold shortly prior, and it just wasn't good. So my voice is currently very terrible. Let's see, we're almost there. I'm not cutting this out because I have things to say and stories to tell, and one of those is how annoying it's going to be to climb this. Now this story is just a slippery slope. I got the cold because when I went and saw Infinity War a week ago. First of all, I'm not going to spoil the movie here, but I will say that it's fantastic. I went to see Infinity War. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that didn't work. That did not work. Here, I'm gonna cut to the top of the. Oh wait. Oh. The rain stopped. Yeah, cool. Oh wait, no, it started? What? Is there rain here? I guess there is a little bit of rain, but it doesn't look like it. No, there's no rain here. Yeah, but there's rain right over there? Of course, if I go back there, there won't be any... Okay, yeah, it looks like the rain stopped entirely. So I went and saw Infinity War, and that movie is fantastic. My goodness, the 10-year-long wait for Marvel to lead up to that movie was worth it by far. But we were meeting outside in the lobby talking about the movie, and I ended up swallowing popcorn down the wrong tube, and the husk got lodged in my throat, and by the time I drove home, I had a sore throat, which is like the lamest way for me to get sick, especially following such a great movie, but it happened, and so I am recovering from that. And then Tuesday, I'm going to be getting my wisdom teeth out. Okay, Guardian turrets die in one hit, right? Oh boy. I almost died. Should probably be watching my health. Now, as a brief recollection? Wait. Oh my goodness. I'm out of practice. I don't want to resort to ancient arrows, but I will if I have to. There. There. And one more. Hit me with your best shot, sir. Do it. Whoa. My timing was almost a bit late there. Just as a brief recap, we have 120 shrines, but if you look at our inventory, we haven't cashed in the final orbs for one more heart container, and that is waiting for us to get the final memory, because we get a reward for getting that memory as well. So that is what we are currently trying to do, is getting that last memory. And the comments section, oh you know what? I'll defeat you. I will defeat you again. It is enjoyable to defeat these guys. I'm gonna freeze him. Let's get this off to a really great start. Spin attack. And freeze him again. Spin attack. I did not mean to use Urbosa's Fury, but you know what? It was fine. And I got a comment of someone who was really upset that I left this. I'm pretty sure it was this exact Edge of Duality, and I don't have a weapon slot open, so I'm gonna make them angry again. I'm really sorry. I think it was even Donovan Lewis, which I've done collabs with, so I am sorry, sir, but I'm leaving that again because all my weapons are better than it. Do I have room? I do not have room above me. That would be a waste. Yeah, so apparently a bunch of people said in the comments that it is right above me at that tower, so I am willing to listen, and I am willing to grab that. It may not be exactly there, and it looks like I drew the aggro of this dude, but this is a good start. And let's get in there,
Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild.
Wait, what? Oh, well, there's the memory. And I thought you guys were talking about Princess Zelda's room. And I did get comments saying that it was above her room, but I didn't know that she had a study separate to that. I really sound like a middle schooler right now. Surprisingly, my voice was actually worse last night. Or, yeah, it was worse before the yelling sunk in, so somehow it's gotten better. I couldn't actually do any high notes at all, and now I can do them and just sound like I'm going through puberty. Alright, I'm gonna read this real quick. This is gonna be a pretty lore-intensive episode, so I suggest you don't skip it. Read Zelda's research journal. First page. Ahem. Oh goodness, my voice is going to be terrible with this. Today I met with Impa of the Sheikah tribe and began my research into the ancient technology in earnest. Impa introduced me to Para and Robbie, other respected members of her tribe. Tomorrow I embark on an excavation with them. We hope to find ancient tech with which we could operate the guidance stones. Today we uncovered some ancient technology that we believe may have the power to control the guidance stone. It is a rechargeable object, small enough to be held in my 2 hands. Sheikah text is featured prominently on it. It is made of an unknown material, but we believe it to be the same as the shrines scattered across each region. Impa proposed that I hold on to it for now. I hope that it leads to some new developments in the future in our research. The stone relic we discovered has been named. We are calling it the Sheikah Slate. We have not found any mention of a name for this object in the records we have unearthed so far. Nevertheless, Para insisted that we call it the Sheikah Slate, as the relic is a slate made by the Sheikah tribe. How literal. Apparently she's not that creative. Feels a bit on the nose for me. Oh, never mind. But it was not a fight I thought I could win. We did it. We were finally able to restore some functionality to the Sheikah Slate. We have discovered that this stone slate is capable of producing images, perfect likenesses of the things you pointed at. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture anything in perfect detail. I deeply admire the accomplishments of the Sheikah technology. Still, I know there is more to learn. There must be. We believe the Sheikah Slate may have a function that will allow it to control the guidance stone. We must continue our research, and quickly. We have started training the champions who will pilot the divine beasts. It may sound rude that I found this unexpected, but Mifa mastered the controls with surprising ease. Daruk struggled at first, but eventually got the hang of it. Urbosa and Rivali both managed just fine as well. I can finally see the light of hope in our fight against the rising calamity. Robbie has restored mobility to many of the guardians we have excavated, but we have still yet to find all of the guardians. Records mention a greater number of them, and even other types. They are said to be stored in 5 giant columns that rest beneath Hyrule Castle. The thing is, no matter how hard I search beneath the castle, I can't seem to locate these columns. They must be buried deep. Were they perhaps designed to sense the appearance of Calamity Ganon and only activate upon his return? Brief thing. That seems to kind of line up with the divine beasts, except there are 5 pillars and 4 divine beasts, which makes me wonder if in DLC Pack 2 there's anything of substance there to merit the existence of a 5th. That's interesting. Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, but all attempts to enter them have failed. Records indicate that these are facilities designed to train the hero who is fated to combat the calamity. But the crucial activation mechanism remains a mystery. Is the Sheikah Slate the key to activating them? That is Para's theory, and I concur. And yet, my experiments so far have been fruitless. Still, we must exhaustively investigate all means of opposing the calamity. We must not give up, no matter what. I spoke with Para about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered earlier. As we speculated, this particular shrine is, in fact, a medical facility with the power to heal. It also has a long-term stasis function that can be activated and maintained until healing is complete. In the war against the calamity 10,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, were the injuries so great as to necessitate such a facility? Even so, I will remain uneasy until we have made all adjustments necessary to restore it to full working order. I can only pray that if Calamity Ganon returns, our battle will not require the Shrine of Resurrection's power. And that's our lore. And on the walls here, we have a drawing. And I assume there's going to be something within these because they like to hide secrets in wall drawings. Books. I don't actually see anything. There are just a bunch of doodads, books. Looks like an easel or like a thing to write schematics on. And actual, wow. This is a first for The Legend of Zelda, folks. A scale chair. A chair that can actually seat a normal human being instead of all the titans that are not Link and Zelda. I guess that was made for Zelda, but I guess this game doesn't have as many stupid titans in weird proportions as normal. Alright, final memory of the game. I can give my voice a rest while this rolls. Let's activate it before we're discovered. Or I guess it's too late.
inevitable. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against them.
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
Now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
It occurs to me now that Zelda wanted to obtain her latent ability not to combat the calamity. She was far more interested in the research side of things, as we know, but her drive to find her gift was, it seems to be, in the hope that she could continue her research, since the only thing that pulled her away was trying to uncover her abilities. And I guess also, deep down, it was to obtain the approval of her father, who, at face value, we know differently, but at her face value, seemed to be disappointed in anything she did that wasn't attempting to gain her power. It's a rather tragic tale, and it's honestly one that is fairly relatable. I mean, obviously, we don't have powers that we can garner like Zelda, but the disappointment of a parent, or the seeming disappointment of parents who want to push us to be better and to learn and grow, these are all things that everyone experiences, and it's one of the first relatable versions of Zelda that I think we've ever seen. Well, in the meantime, we found the location of all 12 pictures. just hold on a moment, Guardian. I'm trying to look at my iPhone here. Okay, let's run in here just real quick. This is, oh boy. Oh wait, that's Zelda's room. Okay. So we could have actually climbed up here and seen this. Is there anything else in here? Voice crack? I can't talk because I have a terrible voice right now? I don't think there is. There's probably a Korok seed around here, but we're also... You know what? I'll climb to the top of that tower, but we have now found what we came here to find. I mean, besides Ganon. So now, with the rest of this episode, this was my goal. We can now take a brief... exit from Hyrule, a brief intermission from Hyrule Castle, And we're going to be heading over to first of all, Impa, because we have recovered all of our memories, and Impa wanted to talk to us when that happened. But also, we need to head over to the Forgotten Shrine. In the comments section, you guys have told me, even though the game has already informed me, I think it was important that I got this information. That was close. That there is our reward in the Forsaken Temple. And I was right. There's a Korok. There's a Korok seed there. There is a reward for us in the Forsaken Temple, and we need only to go there and claim it. So we're going to be doing that. After I grab this Korok seed here, Hoya, we can head to Impa. Man. Also, in the meantime, off screen I grabbed a bunch of Korok seeds that were sitting around Hyrule Castle. So as I warp out of here, I can show you how many I have. And then we'll go to Kakariko Village, of course. $481. Since leaving the Shrine of Resurrection, Link has slowly gathered memory after memory. And now, believing he has them all, there's just one question left in his mind. What does Impa have for him? What does she have to bestow upon him now that he knows everything? What more could she have to offer? Could there be one last memory that he hasn't recalled? He comes back to Kakariko Village before facing the calamity to find out. Well, you've returned. What is it? I think my voice, with all of its terrible smoker voice splendor, is perfectly suited for Impa. You told me to return when I had recovered all my memories. No, all 12 pictures already? You visited every place? Then I suppose it's time. I will reveal the location of the final memory. Here is what happened. Lady Zelda gave me specific instructions. She asked me to wait to show you this. This is the final picture. Does it look familiar? From this village, you should be able to get there in a half-day's time. Now go, child. Seek out what Lady Zelda has shown you. That's what I thought. There is one hole in my memory. One thing that I have not yet regained. And I believe I know where it is. I believe it's here, at Fort Hateno, in Blatchery Plain, overlooking Ash Swamp. Let's warp to the Trial of Passage and regain the final missing piece.
And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do?
I'm doing everything I can. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do.
You are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure.
What is it? What's wrong with me? I tried and I failed. I left them all to die. It was all for nothing. there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything.
You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn.
That's a really big deal, protecting the king's daughter. No pressure.
She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back.
As brave as you are, that does not make you hear it yet.
Good luck sealing the darkness! At last. This is it. We were on top of it the entire time. This was the first stable we went to. And it was that we saw the picture here, having just been here. And this is it.
Save yourself! Go! I'll be fine! Don't worry about me! Run! Was that the power? Huh? No! Link, get up! You're just fine. The sword. So he can still be saved.
Princess! Princess, are you all right?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands. Link, you have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
Wow. I didn't expect that. All of the character development that we had come to get of Zelda, I just believed that it had led up to... It led up to this. It had led up to her facing Calamity Ganon, unaware of whether or not she would get her power. But I didn't expect her to gain it in such a way. I'll admit, I haven't been moved by Breath of the Wild up to this point. But seeing that, seeing Zelda finally gain her power after living through her struggle, that's what this story has been about, her struggle to gain her power. And seeing that finally be rewarded, I was genuinely moved. And then Fi made an appearance that I had not been expecting. I came here searching for clarity, and I got so much more than I thought that I would get. Let's return to Kakariko Village and speak to Impa now. Now we know we have everything. Impa. You were really waiting all this time. It seems you have visited all of the locations. 100 years ago, you and the princess were quite close. You were a comfort and an encouraging presence to her as she struggled each day to fulfill her destiny. That is why she believes in you, and why she has the strength to fight Ganon all alone. Link, the princess. Please hurry and save our princess. She has been fighting all alone for 100 years. I will. But first, there's something I must do. And I know that I have to do it. All this time, I've been regaining memories. I've been regaining my strength, believing that I was trying to get to my former strength, but not knowing that I was going to get stronger than I ever have been. I was going to exceed my previous strength. Those guardians are now not a problem for me. I have Daruk's protection, Mipha's blessing, I have Rivali's gale, and I have Urbosa's fury. I'm stronger than I ever was. And I'm ready to take the challenges that I was never able to. Starting with our reward for coming so far. Ronakacha Shrine. Our reward is apparently right next to the shrine. And I feel like what that commenter meant was that it was the goddess statue. And in fact, I think I was right. This is our final reward. Tunic of the Wild. This armor was apparently crafted for a hero who travels the wilds. Strangely enough, it's just your size. Cap of the Wild. According to legend, this cap was crafted for a hero who travels the wild lands. Wearing it just feels so right. Trousers of the Wild. Legends say these pants were tailored for a hero who travels the wilderness. Strangely enough, they're the most comfortable pair of pants you've ever worn. A gift from the monks. Complete. Our reward for coming so far. Wow. This is it. This is what we've set out to do from the very beginning. From the very beginning, before we even knew of Ganon, we knew of the shrines. Before we even knew of our mission, we knew of the shrines. And now as we know of all of that, we know of Zelda, we know of Ganon, we know of our mission. We have completed every shrine and are now ready to face the calamity ahead. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode, if the entirety of the past couple of episodes was storming Hyrule Castle, next episode will be conquering Hyrule Castle. We may not get to Ganon next episode because we have a little bit of the castle left, but rest assured, we're going to be ascending to the final level, the final heights of Hyrule Castle. There's only one thing left for us to grab, and it is the Royal Guard's headgear. And I have been told where that is. And so next episode, we are going to be working towards the end of the game with the resolve that there is nothing left for us. We have everything we've set out to accomplish. And I believe now we have enough to beat Ganon. Thank you so much for watching. I release new episodes of Breath of the Wild every Monday and Wednesday. The next episode may come a little bit late because I am getting a procedure done on my wisdom teeth. But rest assured that I will not be tarrying, and I will use the soonest opportunity to get back to Breath of the Wild and beat the game. See you guys next time. Oh! Hole in one!